Hello. Welcome back to the Madhouse. This video is very different. Right, what it is I made a video a few days ago about Redfall and my opinions on the state of Redfall and the state of AAA gaming. I criticised Redfall for the way it was released. In my opinion, it was a fair criticism. But it seems that other people have decided to take that further. Instead of just criticising the issues with the game and highlighting the good things about the game, because there is good things about the game. The co-op capability of it is fun. Playing with other people is great. I know I've done it. It's entertaining. But what people are doing is they are using it to target only the negatives. It's like they have some weird obsession with just hating on a console, hating on whatever console it is. With Redfall, it's Xbox at the minute. And they've got this weird focus on attacking the developers. And it's just, it's not fair. People are taking pleasure in the fact that this game is, in my opinion, is not in a finished state. They're using it to hate, and it's not fair. Well, one thing people have to remember. The devs are human. They've spent hundreds of hours in putting it into this game. I don't think the game was released for the right reasons. I don't think the game was released in a finished state, and I think it had something to do with the higher-ups. This is my opinion. Don't get me wrong, criticise games for the faults. Do it. Everyone does. Everyone does it. But don't use that as an excuse to hate on people who don't deserve some of the vitriol that they get. Because, you know, people are taking immense pleasure in the fact that these games that are being released unfinished are with a lot of faults. Not all games are, obviously, but some games, like Redfall, has come out with some weird faults. And they're using it to target people, and it's not right. It's not fair. This doesn't just happen with Redfall, it happens all the time. Whenever someone doesn't like a game, they target people in the game. Like one recently, I've got a video out about it. Was I think her name was Lily Gao. She was the voice actor for Ada Wong in the Resident Evil 4 remake, and she was hounded off social media because people didn't like the way she played it. Awesome, don't like the way she plays it. Say you don't like the way she plays it. Don't threaten the poor person. It's not fair. Another one was when Cyberpunk 2077 came out. Developers had death threats sent to them, threats against the families and stuff like this, and that's just, ugh. And that's not fair. This isn't the way we're supposed to be. We all call ourselves gamers. Well, those that play games call ourselves gamers. Doesn't matter if you play Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, GameCube, Sega Master System. I mean, we could go back to the NES. Doesn't matter what you play on. If you play games and you call yourself a gamer, you're a gamer. Mobile gaming, though I'm not a big fan of the mobile gaming space and what happens, I think it's very predatory, especially with the microtransactions and stuff like that. You know, they're still gamers. But when people have a passion for a game or a console, some people seem to use it as a reason to become a shitty person. Sending threats, calling people vile names. And to me, you're pathetic when you do that. I'm not going to mention names on social medias of people that are doing it, because I don't do that. Don't call people out. What's the point? The only time I'll ever call someone out is if I get called out. If I get called out and it's wrong, I will quite happily sit there and acknowledge the situation, and then what I think is wrong in that situation, I will speak about it. But other than that, I don't bother. But I'm going off on a tangent. We don't need to be going off on a tangent. let's get back to Redfall and Xbox. Phil Spencer, who is the head of Xbox at the moment, did an interview about the state of Redfall and how he felt about it. And he turned around and said, he wasn't happy about it. But, it was what it was. It's happened now. He can't change the fact that that has happened. He can only change the future. And he actually admitted that Xbox has made mistakes, which they have. They have. One of the things he said, which I thought was quite interesting, that they lost the best generation to lose. The best generation, sorry. They lost the Xbox One PS4 generation when people were building the digital libraries, which they did. Most of my games were bought by your Xbox One or PlayStation 4. And all of my games are now digital, bar a couple. I have a few that aren't, that are discs still because of what they are. And they did, he openly admitted that. Now, don't get me wrong, openly admitting it, and then we'll see what happens with the next big release, which is Starfield. If it's the same thing, people can sit there and say, well, you're saying you know that these issues are wrong, yet you're still doing it. That's fine. But shilling for a multi-billion-dollar company, be it Xbox, be it PlayStation, Nintendo, Apple, Amazon, doesn't matter. Shilling for that company and attacking anyone that criticises anything about that company makes you look like a dick. No other way to put it. But that's, some people do it, fine, whatever, do it. But don't be surprised when people call you out on that. And console wars. This console war thing is dumb. It's stupid. Like I said, we all call ourselves gamers. And we should be happy that others get to experience gaming. No matter what a console or, what they used to do it. Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, PC, VR. VR is such an interesting concept to me, but I might go into that one day. Not today. We should be happy that people are getting to experience gaming. Because gaming's awesome. Gaming's great. You can play games and become someone completely different in that game. I have a lot of hours in Skyrim. A lot of different playthroughs and a lot of hours in Skyrim. Gaming is, for a lot of people, it's a release. It's a way to turn off for a couple of hours. People come home from work and all they got to do is play a few games of Warzone, or Apex, or Skyrim, or, I don't know, Farming Simulator. Let them. Stop bitching and moaning at people because of what they play. If someone wants to play a game on an Xbox, let them play it. Someone wants to play a game on a PlayStation, let them play it. Someone wants to play Pokemon on the Switch for hours on end, let them do it. It's not harming anyone. Let them do it. One thing we've got to remember is we've got to try and be kind to other people. Because we are human, all of us. We've got to stop with this constant negativity, because it is constant and it's getting boring. Yes, I sat there and I made a video about Redfall, criticising it. Did. I'm not saying I didn't, it's on my channel. But if you go back to that video, I mentioned that there is good things about it and it could potentially be a great game. I didn't just focus on all the negatives of the game, because there is some negatives. Of course there is. But there's positives. Like I said, the co-op on that is fun. It's entertaining. The combat with the vampires can be great. Can be awesome. It's like when you take out the nests and you go into the other world. I won't go too far into it because it's spoilers. But, vampire nests, you take them out. That's cool. But we've got to remember that not everyone's going to enjoy everything. And some people are going to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy Redfall, fine. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't sit there and shit on people that do play it. It's not fair. But anyway. Again, I'm going off on a tangent, so let's leave it at that. I will say, though, we've got more videos coming out this week. Try and be kind to people. Be nice. A bit of positivity in the world is what we need at the minute. But anyway, like, sub. Links to the 2 videos that I've mentioned I will stick in the description. Like and sub. Have an awesome day. Peace out. Bye.